Wow. Hello, everybody. Man, you know what? I think it's time we switch that up to some nighttime vibes here. Hi, Moogle. Hi, Tay. Hi, Dappy. Hi, Anazumi. Hi, Adri. Yes, I saw that. Oh, we're doing more, huh? What? Okay. What? What? What even are some of those names? I would like you to know that Dappy has now banned depression, American politics, and social anxiety from this Twitch channel. That's alright. It is too hot, Adri. I agree. Hey Sevi. So for anybody who didn't yes, thank you for that one specifically. Oh, we've banned migraines. Wait, how we can't ban migraines. I still get them regardless of whether you ban them or not, but we have banned mosquitoes. So that's a thing. What if mosquitoes was a legitimate person? What? No, you can't ban IBS. All of these are legitimate accounts? Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna be known as the person that just, like, everybody tries to come into, like, one of these days I'm gonna hit it big, and these people are actually, like, going to be, like, legitimate people that just thought their usernames were funny, and they're gonna try to come into my Twitch channel, and they're gonna be like, I can't say anything, I'm already banned. Yeah, Thorak had the same thought. Happy man regrets. Regrets? Okay, that one works too. I mean, when there was that person going around with the name that would spoil, the MSQ, and I was told I'm not allowed to go into my mod actions and see who was banned when Nova banned it. You know who else Nova banned? Nova banned Asmongold, and I'm like, wait, no, what? I may not agree with his content, but there may come a day where I have to work with him at some point. Oh, thank you, Dagathon. Do you have to? Honestly, hopefully never not. I don't agree with his methodologies and whatnot, so yeah. If I ever made it that big, I think it would become a point where it would be like I have a choice about whether to work with that sort of person, so honestly, I think that's a legitimate thing, Moogle. I think that's something that he does. Like, if he puts a hat on, he's like super serious, like actually like doing like decent content sort of thing. I mean, I still do respect his choice of I have a Twitch channel that is unmonetized because I've made enough money at this point. I make enough money and I don't want more money from Twitch. And but I still want to have a platform and whatnot. So I respect that, but there's a lot of hot takes that he has that I swear are either the dumbest things I've ever heard a person say, or are literally just rage bait. So he also has zero respect for like artists. So also not a thing. Yeah, still a grifter if even not for money on Twitch, yeah. I mean, you are absolutely allowed. So here's the wonderful thing about the world and the internet. You are allowed to not agree with a person and just not have to deal with it. You can just block and move on. And that's what I want to warn you guys about with all of the AI stuff that's going around on the on Twitter specifically right now. There's a post going around on Twitter right now, which is basically someone saw a generated image, and they were like, you know what? I, as an artist, I'm going to redraw that image. And then I'm going to post it, and I'm going to post FAI. And I'm like, and the problem with them doing that is it's still like they quote tweet the original image that was the generated one, so they're still giving it clout and attention. So it's just like, yeah, they're still engaging. Yeah, he's a mixed bag of good takes and horrible takes, absolutely. Just like occasionally I don't even agree with some of the things that Thor says, so. Hey, Stormy. Thank you. I have been alright. I disagree with what you say. I don't have to defend. Pretty sure that's not what Thomas Jefferson said, Adrian. Bad press is good. It's still good press. I hate the way the world works like that, honestly. But onto other news. Your girl has to go to physical therapy. Because apparently, sitting crisscross applesauce when your kneecaps sit a little higher on your knees and you don't do a lot of other stuff because your day job is sitting at your PC too. Yeah. It stresses out some tendons and whatnot, and yeah, I have to go to physical therapy because the tendon at the front of my shin and just below my knee, both of those tendons are not being too happy sometimes. I do sit crisscross applesauce. I specifically, so some of you may remember that you funded through Throne. You mostly funded the chair with the footrest on it, and I decided to put that money towards the vet bills, honestly, at that point. But I did take some of it and I bought myself a footstool instead, because I also thought about it. I was like, if I have to get up quick for any reason, for like an emergency or whatnot, I'm not going to be able to get out of the out of a like footrest attached to a chair very easily, very quickly. So I decided not to go with that chair and just go with the option or with the detached version, and that's been helping quite a bit. If I remember to actually use it and stretch out my legs and not tuck my feet underneath me sitting crisscross applesauce. Can you do maintaining exercises after to keep it from happening? Yeah, that's actually the part of that's what the doctor told me. The orthopedic, yeah, the orthopedic doctor told me when they referred me to physical therapy. They're like, as long as I don't care if you keep this up for 12 weeks or you go for like 2 weeks and then you do the exercises at home that they teach you. The important bit is that you do the exercises at home that they teach you. So, it's not that you go, it's that you keep up the habits that they build for you afterwards. Because here's the thing, it happened during debut. And obviously, it was because I was, sitting a lot at my chair during debut. But once it had started to taper off, and I could actually like feel like I could walk again. It was a couple weeks after that. I could walk, but it was not great. I started doing outside stuff again because I was like, I need to get my outside projects done. So I was being a lot more physically active and whatnot, and like most of it went away. Then we started having the massive heat wave here lately, and I haven't been able to go outside and do a bunch of the stuff, so yeah, the cycle repeats. So it's basically I have to keep active somehow. Yes. Yes, it is, Rat. You might want to just go move it to the front of the house. It's not hurting anything. The stuff needs the water because, dang, it was looking pretty dry out there. I moved it earlier already because I had it on the first section where it's the stump and the one lilac, and then I moved it to the other two lilacs. It should be moved to the front of the yard, yeah. Yeah. Unless you just want to, like, water that one hydrangea, because everything else was looking fine. Like, if you just put the sprinkler on that one hydrangea for, like, a minute or two, it should be okay. What? I was napping, or at least I was trying to. I don't want anything to do with it. Okay, then we're just gonna let it run until I'm done with stream, okay? Or at least until we get first stream break. I see. I mean, if you don't care about it and you just want to let it run until first stream break, I can take care of it then. I don't mind that. I'm trying to figure out where Marble is gone. I can see Onyx. I can't see Marble. And Marble has been a little terror today. And living up to his I have absolutely no marbles in my head dreams. He tried so Rat had this rug in his office that he had as like a display rug, like on the wall. Marble climbed it and pulled it down and knocked a bunch of stuff down. And then twice now, I've left my gate open while I was like just trying to quick get in there to feed them and whatnot. Marble has made a break for it, jumped over the husky, and then ran for the balcony at the top of the stairs. And I'm like, Marble, that is really high up. You are going to try to jump off of that, and that is not a good idea. You still have mass. You may be small, but you're not that small. But I also tried to nap, and just before a stream, I tried like to take like a 30-minute nap because I've got a bit of a headache. Yeah, they decided we're gonna get into everything possible, so Riao did not get nap. Yeah, that is basically... I'm not even sure he learns from it, Moogle. Honestly. I don't think Marble learns. Because Marble keeps running up to the dogs and trying to bap them on the nose. And Marble keeps running up to Vin's. Even after Vin has yelled at him. And keeps trying to make friends with the giant tuxedo fluffy cat. I don't think I've ever seen a kitten be this dumb. He's still freaking adorable, but... Damn, is he really dumb sometimes? And it's not like him like running into anything dumb or like doing like really stupid things. It's like doing backflips off of something high because he thought it was be cool, kind of dumb. Pretty sure Mom Cat was on trial. No. Now I have concerns because I can't see where Marble is, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, that was why I told you guys the rug story, because so in order to keep the kittens out of the closet that I have in my office, which is where I store like all of my project stuff and whatnot, and it's got places that little itty bitty kittens can definitely get into, but could also very much get stuck. Um, as a visual deterrent, I finally hung the curtain that Rat got me, which is like a really big, pretty nighttime forest scene with a dragon on it, curtain sort of thing. Um Marble tried climbing it while I was napping. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't happy. Just wait until you find it here. No, the problem, he goes about halfway up it before I caught him. The problem more is the fact that, Marble and Onyx, for whatever reason, also have decided that they love to sleep on the wheels of computer chairs. So, if you can't spot a kitten, you're not moving until you spot that kitten visually. Yeah. I asked Rat to put something away in his office for me earlier, and he pointed down to underneath his chair, and there was Onyx underneath the leg of the chair, just chilling out, being like, "This is my spot. I'm gonna sleep here. This is great. I love it here." And I'm like, so yeah, we're having some fun. We've also decided that until they've gotten a bit bigger, they aren't allowed free reign of the house, which means when Rat goes on his 2-week long camping trip, they're going to be in the office with me, and all the other animals are going to be out of the office, and they're going to be very upset about that. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm going to be alone babysitting the gremlins and the whiny husky that can't come in with me like all day long and has separation anxiety, specifically from Rat a lot of the time, so 2 weeks-ish. Rat's like, I'm already considering coming back a little early. He is totally your dog. That dog loves you to pieces. Don't try to tell everybody otherwise. That is your dog. He follows you around the house. On my way to distract the pets? Ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be, a long 2 weeks. We did not, we did not consider or think this through very well. Yeah, that wasn't the intent when we got him, but he learned very quickly that you're a softie, and I'm the one that has to lay down the law. So he's like, I get away with murder with Dad. So who does he latch on to? uh, so, you're enough of a softie that, especially when he was a puppy and you were forgiving just about every atrocity that he committed. Well, Fulnir is very much mommy's boy. He's around me all the time, except for when it's playtime. If it's playtime, he goes to Rat because Rat plays rougher with tug-of-war than I can. So Fulnir, the 70-pound pit bull, goes to Rat to be able to play tug-of-war. But he mostly sleeps with me in the bed. Afternoon, Sari. And then, Sigrun gets absolutely upset if she can't be in the office, not because she wants to be with me, mind you. The office is her space. She wants to be in her space. She still loves me, but she wants to be in her space. See. Oh, I heard something move near me. Was that a kitten? Checking. No, there's no marble underneath. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick marble check because I'm kind of concerned that I can't see him, so give me 2 seconds. I have found the marble. He is in the tunnel. We are safe. He's in the cat tunnel. We're good. The biggest problem is he's going to nap for quite a while, and then he's going to get up, and it's going to be 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to want to sleep, and he's not. Steaks are done grilling? Good. Yeah, because that's been the past couple of nights. Like, I started to get them on a routine, and then they decided that, hey, late evening is our sleep time. Like, oh god, please no. Hyphen me. Alright. Those of you that need to lurk due to MSQ, get your butts into lurk mode. We're gonna swap over, because I've still got quite a big chunk of MSQ to do, and I want to get it done, because once I get it done, then I can do other things. Yes, go, lurk. Shoo. You're okay if you're peeking over still, but now is your time to shoo. Scoot. I forgot for a moment I was doing this as White Mage. You're safe again? Did you catch up to me, Finny? Not far behind, but soon I will have orange script suspend. Nice. Yeah, that's my thing is I'm like, I need to get to the point where I can unlock, like, script vendors and whatnot, so I'm just like, I want to get through the MSQ. You couldn't stop last night? Okay. You must zoom? You better zoom, Sari. Get zooming. Because as much as I don't want to, I'm actually considering, obviously not in one go because I have to sleep, but continuing streaming, like, streaming tomorrow and streaming the next day if I have to get the MSQ done. Because I promised I'd do MSQ completely on stream, so... Yes, no. Definitely been having, like, I mean, like, I worked today, so... And I take breaks during the stream when we do, ad breaks and whatnot, too, so... It'll be about till Wednesday you'd finish? Okay. Well, so the pace is going to be smaller because I don't have as much time after work to stream. Building here is a rotting husk. Also, a reminder, we are live on YouTube as well. Maybe oh gods! Alright, we might just have to be like, we're gonna pause the MSQ until Friday. Packs are heavily rusted. Hi, Reverie. I'm in spoiler zone. Get your butt out. They really upped the amount of cutscenes to watch? Oh, great. Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you all to take a look at this. It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken, apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Zorljaw's domain we're in. We're breathing. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? So all evidence suggests that this is Yasselani Station. And I've no doubt we're in Yasselani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say time flows differently here. Is that what that post has been about? I didn't honestly think people were simping on the lizards. No. The Mamulja. Specifically, Bakuljaja. Like, the Final Fantasy, official English account posted a picture of it today and asked, how's Dawntrail going for everybody? And, like, there were so many comments on my timeline about people being like, they know! And I'm like, what do you mean? Is such a thing even possible? We have encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects, they are similar to one another, but in others, wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may come and go in another. But if this is Yasselani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions. But if Erenville says this is Yasselani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Erenville. Erenville! Oh, I hear my bats. Yes, it is a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always been better to confirm things firsthand. May I be of assistance? It's still functioning? Thank you for my water. It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Bzz. Please confirm. Bzz. Confirm. Bzz. Seems it's broken after all. Too strange by half. Let's leave it and get going. Are those lightning rods? It would make sense. Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. If their primary source of, like, energy in the area is lightning, I mean... Do I have to go down? I think I have to go down. Look there. The lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning rod. Let's go and take a closer look. Oh, there's been some speculation, by the way, why, specifically for this expansion, we're also not getting a lot, like, What? What is that? What is that? A normal mob? I know, but still, it looks... Yeah. I was about to say, that looks like something serious is gonna be after. No, it seems... there's speculation going on about, why we're not getting as much, like, especially from the Scions, of, like, voice cutscenes, and it's... There's speculation that it's because they're becoming expensive. This material appears to be the same as that used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes, these. I suspect they're not merely decorative. I would posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with Y'shtola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Welcome back, Sevi. You know, I'm thinking maybe I will take a break. Like, I won't stream MSQ the rest of this week, because then what I can do is off stream, I can, like, level up another class, because I'm gonna hit 100 before I finish MSQ. The vocal minority bitching about all the unskippable voice. I don't think there were that many. What in the world? I would at least like to unlock the second hub, though. I don't think I'm going to get there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That too,
My
Sevi.
home. It's in ruins.
Oh,
But why?
Vale.
What happened here?
We do.
And where is everyone?
There are also people that
I
actually
had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
they don't like the character itself, not just there's two camps there.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
There are people that don't like her because they compare her to Lise.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
It's her!
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolcha has told me a great deal about you.
I don't like how her voice sounds like
Sorolcha?
median.
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
What?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
It is the same VA? Okay,
of
that makes a
Reason?
lot of sense. Yeah.
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Then you are both behind the attack on Tulishola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, it's not.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja
So-
rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
I think they have the same accent, is what's catching me. The same
Our
accent
aid.
and kind of the same
I'll
inflection.
admit, I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the Queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it.
That's...
A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Yeah.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself.
I don't believe that for a second.
What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to travel across time and space from the source unto the first.
Yeah.
Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment.
Yeah.
Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hi, RJ.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
I don't trust this chick.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tuliolol?
Aw, look, no, she's not gonna tell us the truth. Come
Noble
on.
Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities?
How'd you know my name?
I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through.
No. This is not
So
the
by
time
all
to
means, show
learn
us
about a
around.
people.
I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
There's writing on her back.
Wonderful! If you would follow me.
Isn't it a little odd for a queen to be walking all about on her lonesome?
Is that concern or suspicion?
Suspicion. You're
If
sus.
things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
No. Unless it's to defend myself, I'm not saving your butt.
I jest, of course. But you
Sorry,
do
Fruko.
strike me as the most capable here.
I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? Any way you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere proclaiming herself a queen is suspicious. Yes, absolutely. That was an interesting thing to be added to my codex. The 8th Umbral Calamity has now been added to your codex. Okay. Well, having established that we should be wary, we could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps Sven as well. I don't trust any of this. There's an aether current around here! I've sensed it! Where is it? Plants? She's not cute. She's sus AF. It's up on the ridge, isn't it? Dang it! Hi, Fluffy. I trust you have some or similar farming facilities in Tyrol? They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Tyroli have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrope. It's a material we use for a myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. I don't trust her. Not one bit. I love the black and purple aesthetic. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Obviously, black and purple is my jam, but come on! Why do the trees look weird? Even the trees look weird. Alright, hold on. I gotta get a better look at this chick. So that's a dagger. Neat. D is going to love her skirt and want it forever. Yeah, let me... I don't have the key binding for, first person. Let me switch it. I have to switch it from home because I don't have that anymore, I don't think. That's nice. None of those buttons do anything. Cool. Can we try... No. F10? That's fine. Alright. Time to try to see what this writing is. It's tattooed on her back. It's not part of her clothing. You can't zoom all the way in. No, my game doesn't. There's also redding here on the bottom of that bow. Probably a setting somewhere. And there's writing on the clasp on her chest, too. Probably have it disabled. That would probably be it, yeah.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
I don't like you. There's something very suspicious about you and I don't like it.
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
Mind control devices, neat.
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
No, that's way too soon to make that comparison.
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can. Even the most trifling details.
No, I do not trust this at all.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
We had those in the last Zone Freak job. We had Cowboy Town.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence.
Everything's
And who are these fine people?
a little too Pleasantville going on here.
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamart and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamart is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautanrig to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say?
I bet I know what happened. I have suspicions, at least.
Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
One of the defectors.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light.
The better question is, how long ago was that for you?
Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
Yeah, how long ago? Just tell us.
Push yourself, Pepone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
There's a 30-year time gap.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
So, what's happening to us right now?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We
I'm gonna worry about it.
became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen
okay.
blessing.
That makes sense about the time thing now. Yeah.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is still a piece of another reflection? Yeah. Please also answer the other question.
But I strongly suspect that to be the case.
I really want to know if time's passing still differently here.
And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
Okay, so we're good.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sphene, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
Probably not.
By all means.
Okay.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Yeah.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
Also a good idea.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
Oh, Kono would love this.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Uh-huh.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
Yay! Tour!
I can't say that I trust her yet. but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine.
No.
And that's enough for me.
No. No, no, no. Too trusting, look. Alright, chat, we're about to go into ads, so I have a thing I have to go do real quick. I also want to get up and stretch, so I'm gonna put you in the clip section, and I will be right back.
That's mean! Let go of my sea moth! Hale? Hale? I don't have a sea moth anymore! That thing was expensive! You're buying me a new sea moth! Oh god, I just saw tentacles. Oh shit! Help! Kid doesn't know anything. I'm spectating her and I'm listening to her and she's like, what does this button do?
Oh. Why am I the one in the ship?
Why am I the one in the ship? Please, somebody fucking clip that! I don't like it, I don't like it. Why am I slow? Why am I slow? I'm hitting a ship, I'm hitting a ship! Let me go! No! No, no, I went off! I went off this train! I went off the train! I went off the train! I went off the train! Let me out! 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 Where do I go? Where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? There needs to be a save point. No! Hide in here. Yeah, you can't get me in here, can you? Can you? Ha! Yeah. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Nothing. Nothing. Go away. Piss off. I'm not a fairy. How dare you? Do I need to turn you into something small, cute, and fuzzy? Lap lap. Lap lap. I'm a cute fae, but I'm not. Wait a fuck! They made me say cute. Abandoned ship? Abandoned ship? Guys, I think I blew up the ship. Okay. Purple Cat Gremlin wants to go home now. No one can touch me. No one can touch me. I'm gonna fill her up. Oh, I'm gonna get out. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. No one can touch me. I'm gonna run out of blocks. I'm gonna run out of blocks. I'm almost to an area where it looks like I could get out. Oh, hello? We could have. That. Oh no! Goodbye! Red, you're in the wrong stream. I don't have those. Red,
Someone please fucking clip that and send it to D. We need to show D what her child has done. I don't know about his name. It looks a little too close to something else. Why so cynical? Yasuhi. There's your answer. Square's pulled this bullshit before. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve the old way of life, and we didn't want to force ours upon them. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there's no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect and understanding and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. And I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Have a good look, Boxer. Yuppie's Halo, it's called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to the Halo. Anox! Go lurk! Wait. I see a thing. A, I don't think I touched the aetheryte. B, there's a gemstone trader back here too. No! Because it's turned off for MSQ! I'll accept water. Heck is a forecast terminal. Okay. Those misting? Allow me to introduce you to Mawasa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in a myriad of farming techniques. Indeed, with the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sveen, to what do we owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to know more or learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here? You know me too well, Mahawasi, Ma. We're shortening it to Ma. My tongue has gotten far too tied. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. But it appeared we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sveen company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wooklamot's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Alright, time to inspect the farms. Yeah, it's definitely misting. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... You wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how to best carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both of my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Okay, so you're a native to the Alexandrian, because it's only been 30... Well, no, I guess there could have been, you know, a child born of this. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site, then. Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather, the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, and much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I'll take great satisfaction in what we do. That's a good question. How do I see what instance I'm in? Oh, I'm in instance 1 of Heritage found. Sorry, found it. It's in my chat log. Okay, for future reference / instance, we'll also do it. Good to know. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. Is that true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of the livestock. Here at the Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it. It was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. What's up, Nova? Is that the artifact here? It looks really good. This is why I wanted to go Astro. The artifact gear looks so good. Is that the Paladin? Yeah, that's the Paladin artifact gear too. It looks so good. Not anymore, Sari! Yeah. I'm gonna hate the white mage stuff. Sari phrasing! They're both- I would imagine all the artifact sets are double dyeable. It wouldn't make sense that they decided to put out, you know, a whole new dye system and be like, hey, we're not gonna give you the, double dye. You know? Thank you, Nova. Nova, did you hear my plan, by the way? I don't know if you were AFK for it. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. I'm probably going to take a break from the MSQ for a couple of days, at least streaming it and whatnot. To level up a second job, like a DPS job or something like that. So because I'm going to hit 100 and I'm not going to finish MSQ. Like, or I'm going to, before I finish the MSQ. So I don't want the extra XP to go to waste. Well, also to fight the burnout a little bit, yeah. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have to continue streaming. Vinny gauges my progress to be like, if I wanted to keep streaming it, it's gonna be till Friday, if I was to go straight through MSQ. You will also need some burnout? Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to, Ma. Need burnout rest? You do have quite a good chunk. Yeah. I just really hope I could get to the next hub so that I can do, like, crafting stuff and whatnot, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I think I'm too far away. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Oh god, Svinny. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Yeah, if you don't mind, Freak Job. Actually, that would be helpful. You will make it by the end of this stream? Okay. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always, they take their duties with good cheer. And what do you think of our little tour, Lamachi? Why are you calling her Lamati? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. Yeah, but that's a family name. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. These machines could be used to overcome some harsh so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen, as it happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have been charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. Oh, Gritty, we have a job. We could take care of it if you like. That's most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuliolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations develops, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Charlie is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well. I'll gratefully accept. Please take care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. Easy enough to do. This did not look like water to me. You're a straight up thunder spirit? Okay. When they said creatures, I didn't expect this. You know, I expected, like, a cow to have a little bit of an extra thunder shock or something going on with it. What? Can I not go under the road? 50! Oh, wow. Thank you. I mean, lightning cow. Totally a thing. Could totally see it happening. Oh, you were absolutely looking to steal the flowers. Don't you try to trick me, Crypty. I know you. That's a lie. Absolutely not. Ah, you're both alright. Thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zorelja we won't have to ask Zorelja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing a fraction of, for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. That's enough, Ma. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with a more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Such. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. Alright. It's a thing. Whenever somebody calls you family, and you're not actually, like, related, and you haven't known each other forever or whatnot, no. That's immediate. No. You seem a good sort, Sveen. That I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Can't talk today. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Beatty, I will eat your entire soul. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come, visit us anytime. Southwest. I already looked over there and I couldn't find it. Do you hear that? No. Hear what?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
Are we about to go, like, Hunger Games or something?
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you. We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be.
Oh, but it is. 30 years passed.
That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
It was 30 years.
Lamika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Get a good look in, Griffin.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Soul cells,
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
I am very sus right now.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
Yeah, I don't
hope to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
I don't like that wording. That's the same wording that Median used.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Sus.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss.
No.
Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of power.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
That's a lot of heckin' power to do that. Wonder where they got that power from.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower.
Raha knows.
In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
She's just gonna shrug.
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
Oh no, it's not. You know exactly what we're talking about.
I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years. Until the day that peace was suddenly broken. If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
Oh, Speedy, it's souls. It's 100% souls.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's innocuous influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphin's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Oh, they totally did. Yeah, get some lurking, Debbie.
Ah, but of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm.
Makes sense. Didn't quite answer the question.
It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I am afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
I have a feeling his mother's either enslaved or dead.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
I love how we just accept that 30 years have passed.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Uh-huh.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
Alright, well that proves that,
How can you not know who she is?
Arenville's mother isn't dead,
You're
at least.
in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
All of us just sitting here like, oh no.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah. Dystopian technological nightmare. Understood. Don't ever say that, Finny. What's going on? How could Popone suddenly forget about Namika? Bubba, were you getting a toy? Did you wake up Marble? Oh, it was you. Okay. Do you want to see Marble? He's right there. He's like, I want to see everything that's going on. Marble's sitting right at the doorway where the puppers are on the other side, all going like, kitten? It's clearly a utopia. Everyone's happy, always. Yeah, uh-huh. Those always go so well. It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make our inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. No, not new friend, Finny. Friggin' Marble smacks the dogs on the nose unprovoked. He runs up and baps them. Again, Marble has no marbles. Marble has zero sense of self-preservation. An old woman named Namika. I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. We're gonna get this answer everywhere. We don't need this drilled in our head further, Square. We know that we're going to get the same answer everywhere. What's that? Do I know a Namika? Never met anybody by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Not if those little mind control devices on your head wiped your memory. Cat, stop trying to eat my headphone cable. I see you, Marble. Hello. What are you doing? I do recall caring for someone until recently. You say that woman was named Namika. Well, I can't say for certain if it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Yeah. She's been stored as a data in the cloud, while her biological remaining aether has been used to fuel the city. I know what Nova would say if he was here right now. Ria, stop spoiling yourself. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her had been purged from their minds. While such a thing may be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to the act, too, and I sensed none of that in the moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Papone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect it would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kakuya instead. Sveen said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. I bet you she was a dissident, and thus her memory was wiped, and she was forced to, what is that? Impossible! Hmm? Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Don't. It's Kakuya. Should we give chase? That was Kryl. Sorry. Hi, Thunder. I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronvale, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Yeah, she was a dissident. Her soul was her, like, memories and whatnot were removed and they were put in a robot. To power the robot. Have a good look, Gondreth. I look over and Onyx is just stretched out on his back completely. Man, the music here isn't ominous at all. Not in the least. This is fine. You found it? Yeah, it went that way. To the northeast? Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then! It well could be a trap, so let's not rush into it too quickly. So we're just gonna sedate walk after it, it'll be fine. I'd like to not piss off the extra thunder spirits, we're good. I don't like that this is Aaron Vale that we're talking to right now. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. I hear faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Thank you for my water, Death Frost. And my headbats. Answer current! Gimme! 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 I hadn't gotten one yet, and it was concerning me because... Okay, there we go. Now it pops up. Okay. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Uh-huh.
What is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
I told you, they put her in the robot!
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Olympia!
My darling what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
My fussy little bun bun. Fussy little bun bun?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
Not like this!
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? way. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do.
This is both.
But you know my father?
This is both terrifying and hilarious. Come on, they can't do this to me.
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa, okay.
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Oh, this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
I love how they're all just taking
Just
this in
when I thought I was
stride.
starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
They're not, like, terrified of whatever just happened here. As far as I can tell, that is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. Let's hear what she has to say. True. But still. There's seen some shit and then there's this. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control. You all let me go on thinking that they put her soul in this tiny little robotic machine. That they ripped her out of her corporeal body, uploaded her to the cloud, and put her in this goofy little animatronic beast. How dare you! Oh, this? It's just a body I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zorolja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to its members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zorolja. Sorry about that. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Is that expending a shard? Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource and payment for services rendered. Hey Dan, welcome back. Voidsent practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that this act comes with some risk. Enjoy freedom. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namaki's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of their restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. Yeah, how's that utopia working out for you? So this is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's frightening. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Long cutscene. Pause the ads again. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed in the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. This is definitely some assy and shit. 100%. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why the people are happy here? On its surface, it's similar to the Yaqui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me, personally. All it comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Spain didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She is the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Sorulja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must die, or must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work just about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. You and me both, Charlie. We both got sus vibes going all over the place here. Are you going straight into another cutscene? Okay. Alright, chat, ads are gonna play. I've got to go turn off the sprinkler outside, so I'm going to run them right now. I'm gonna put you on your BRB, and I will be back in a few minutes.
Abandoned ship? Guys? I think I blew up the ship. Okay. Purple Cat Gremlin wants to go home now. No one can touch me. No one can touch me. I'm gonna pill her up. Oh, I'm gonna get out. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. No one can touch me. I'm gonna run out of blocks. I'm gonna run out of blocks. I'm almost to an area where it looks like I could get out. Oh, hello? We could have. That. Oh no! Goodbye!
It is a Minecraft.
You jump scared me so bad. I'm so sorry. Did that hit you?
Yes, it did.
I'm so sorry.
Gotta breathe. Gotta breathe. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ara, Ara. God damn it. Dappy is the soft mod I didn't know I needed. It's scary. You can put that in your titles now too. Don't worry, I'm stretching. Careful, D might try to steal you as well. Sounds like a no, it's not a challenge. You no. No, I will reverse draw for you so hard just to knock you out of the running. You will have a hand that is overflowing. Somehow, you will have 3 Uno decks without even knowing how the fuck 3 Uno decks appeared on the table. That is how I am so ruthless at Uno, chat. Hi, Lissery. Thank you for my head pats. I played Diplomacy once and I never came back to the board gaming group afterwards. I don't have Uno. I now have Uno. Is that all you have to say? Yeah? Did it wake you up from your nap? Oh, I know. I know, buddy. Did you just auto-tune Loki? Right here. Right here, Mama.
It shows us where he is. Ready?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna close this door.
No! Mama's so freaking dead! Hey, guess what? There's, you know, a bunch of things that you need to farm. About a body length to the right? Why? Why? What am I doing over here? What do you need? You mean that? You want to see my chat box, Skiffy? Oh my god! No, that was terrible, but I'm living for it. Why you do this to me? Okay, so, it says butter and tomato relish. Maybe I could do that. So let's do butter. I've got enough to do butter. Do I have enough to do tomato relish? The Argosy has returned.
Hey, yo. Time to pillage that Argosy, you know what I'm saying?
No! What do you know?
The silence is deafening. Please say something to move past what I just said.
No. No. It's just... You're not my nut fluffer. Can you be my nutter? Stream of consciousness. I swear. Stream of consciousness, that's all there was. There's nothing in this chest. It's the same freaking boat, and I just went in a giant circle. It is the same boat! No, you can't find random chest boats. These are ones people have left. I'm lost.
Good.
Do I want to fuck?
Yeah, you want to fuck.
Chat, do I want to fuck?
Hey, yo.
Chat bullied me while you were gone. They bullied me hard. All hail the Donut Princess, Glaze be her name. Damn it.
I'll let that.
Tay?
Leave them alone.
That's correct.
Still snowing outside.
Yeah, it's still snowing outside here too. Use the left click to break your fall. Cool! Sigrun wanted to try to come in the office, and she is not, like, comfy with the kittens, because the kittens are, like, nothing but anxiety-inducing for her. So, she comes in, pops up onto the bed, and then stares at me with a, like, they're gonna come after me, aren't they, face? And I'm like, oh, come on. And I lead her back out of the room. Alright, time to go find about this person that knows how to do the thing with the thing and the stuff. This is just a cheap way to never show us Arenvale's mother, by the way. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of the hunters. $100% betting it's so that we never get to see Arenvale's mother. Oh god! What do you mean this is the area where I'm supposed to go? Why are there a bunch of broken robots? No, go away. Go away. I just want to do my MSQ. Go away. Thank you. I sense the presence of- No, I do not sense the presence of a powerful mark. Takuya, what are you doing here? With so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen's Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kakuya said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for one of those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Special selection? I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of. If it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can all handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. Alright, go beat up a bunch of things, summon something bigger. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Except Aaronvale. PM on the west coast, that it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit, butterbeer coffee literally made from ice. Hey, some people actually like hot drinks in the hot weather. Cool. I want one of the puppies. I suppose I should have my chocobot. I really do need to just get a onion to do the last level of my chocobo. My chocobo's at level 19 instead of 20. I keep forgetting to buy an onion. Those things are always creepy with their one eye. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Oh no! Look out! And we just watched her use one of her souls. Oh, preserve. She needs healing! No, she doesn't. Alright, now we really know the cause for the healer's strike. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let this help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Oh yeah, she gets special enragey powers, inner release powers for the thingy. Now it just seems like you're playing with it. Just like Zorelja. Come on, let's get out of here. They're monk weapons for sure. That's also a function of the regulator? I think I understand now how Zorelja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast? I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard, who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. So there's a caste system for for souls. Great. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators could be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. What about the souls of beasts? They work in much the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Nova, we're about to see this in every single RP, aren't we? This is about to become the new thing at every fight venue RP. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of a void sense. Yet unlike the void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea, different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within one dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations in the reflections are surprising indeed. The source is like the most primitive of all of the reflections. While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is that we know what power Zoreljah has at his disposal. One thing to separate corporeal aether from incorporeal aether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliola's concern. With this newfound power, Zoreljah has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Eh. Ding! I did this thing real quick. Wasn't there a new birding I had just gotten? I don't think it was Wayfarers. Maybe it was. Wait, isn't there? Oh, okay, yeah. Yee. That looks good. It's Wild Rider is the one that's the new one? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. No! 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 I didn't know what it looked like, and now I do. And I don't want a Sabo tender on the back of my Chocobo saddle. No. No, you can go back to Wayfarers. I know, you had a very cute sombrero, but come on. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. At this rate... There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Oh, I've already unlocked Aether Current quest back there. That's actually quick. Huh. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolo and Alexandria. And while Zerelja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, and we haven't even seen what lies within that enormous tower, Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakuya and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share a desire to stop Zerelja. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Arenvale's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zerelja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that is actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility this is all a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolo. As you say, we have no proof this really is Kakuya. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we are going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zerelja for the good of all. What's more, I trust you, Arenvale. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? I trust you as well. That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you're really set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. the hideout. Kakuya, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zorelja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zorelja. In light of this, I propose we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goals, so fight with me. I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kakuya. Everyone, together, we'll achieve great things. I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zorelja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zorelja will eventually march on Tuliyalo again. That's where we can go after him. The drawback is that we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolo. After waiting 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He's challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we'll make no move to attack him, show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliolo again like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliyola requires that Zoralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, there's no time to they'll need time to prepare the defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and will make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word of the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and begin familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh? I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we've located right inside that tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is, how to get you through the checkpoint. About that, Sveen said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geo, leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayaki. I'm Nostalgia, it's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. While we've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayakwi is a Tanawatan name, unless I'm mistaken? That's right. Our mother is Tuliyolan, and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word for or from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They'd all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard! Even here, he thinks he knows nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tanawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they're good hearts all. Oh. Elena Spia. One last thing. I said that wrong, definitely. Ellen Espia. There we go. Ellen Espia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeing out Kikuya. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can. Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Are we about to get a meanwhile? Meanwhile? Yes, we are. So remember how everyone was like, hey, that's totally a GPU? Yeah, they weren't far off.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
And that's why you don't put so much pressure on your kids.
Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
Alright, I trust her a little bit more.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions.
Uh-huh.
Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
No, it was the pressure of the people. And the, like...
Lamont, if you are father's worthy
perception of his
then
role.
you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What now?
Alright, alright. Maybe she's not the bad guy. Maybe. But maybe that's just what they want us to think. Right. Kakuya is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Totally what they just want us to think. Absolutely. How are we feeling about Bakul, Jojo? I think he's still a bit of a blowhard. I also think that he still had within him the ability to have acted not as he did. Like, he could have totally stopped the cycle all by himself. I get, like, the trauma of parenthood, of being raised by your father that's a tyrant and whatnot and all that stuff, but yeah, and under the pressures of your people to live up to your namesake of blessed siblings and everything. But no, they could have totally, stood up and used that ability to be like, I don't know why. I mean, yeah, enjoy that, but sure. Don't know why. Not a personal thing. But yeah, no, I think that he could have absolutely used his position as blessed siblings to stop the bullshit that was happening in his home realm. And yes, they are Sevi, but I don't know. That one just isn't for me. Giant lizard man, not for me. At least giant two-headed lizard man that has asshole complex written all over him. Especially now because he's like so like overblown too. Like he's like so hyper enthusiastic for everything that he does, and I'm just like, Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zoralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. True, yeah. But I don't feel like it's a competition. Like, you can dislike both of them. I don't feel like you have to like either one of them.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Man, Swan's gonna love this place when she gets here. Just all the tech gear they're wearing. Thank you for my headpad, Savvy.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
No, yeah.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the light back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's Dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
What do you mean, am I getting my steps in?
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
I always skip leg day.
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
We need to act like we belong. Our gear looks nothing.
But familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Graha. That's
Try
why you
not
want to
enjoy
wander around.
yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
They're like, we get to explore.
Explore to your satisfaction. Come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
They just run. They just
I shall
take
speak with
off.
the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
It's bigger on the inside.
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Alistair, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Oh, by the way, chat, something you should all know, and I know this because of, some Twitter posts, they've given us new facial bones when they did the upgrade, which means that there's gonna be some really interesting facial expressions made by the Mandervilles coming up soon. Because they gave themselves new ways to pose, basically. Tower is inside a tower. I see, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Well, I guess it's time to get in leg day. Man, I totally do not look like I fit in here. This is another one of those gigantic cities that they don't let us use our mounts in. Square, what are you doing? What are you doing this expansion, Square? What do you mean? Alright, chat, we're about to have ads, so I'm gonna pause here. I'm just gonna hit them now so we don't have any MSQ interruption. Just... I wonder if those are apartments or databanks. Think I'm about to... Okay. Good luck, Freak Job! I will go touch the 8th rate, though. Oh. Oh. Don't fall down! I see. I wonder what's up, besides, you know, having to, guard herself, like, what's up with Aaronville's mom? And the fact that she's not, like, immediately like, yes, come see me, my son. Can't wait for this to be a map for Lethal Company? What does this do? Oh, I see what this does. I don't like that. We just became pixels. What's over here? Sights of the west and beyond. Wait. What? Down? It's beneath me. No, it's above me. Okay. Oh. We have a park. Sightseeing log. Okay. I just want to get it off my, thingy. Off my map. Because otherwise I'll be like, oh my gods, what is this about? Cool. What's over here? We'll run around the city while we wait for the ads to play. And grab us some aetheryte shards. Oh god, I just thought about this being a map in Lethal Company and how huge it is, and oh no. We don't want this to be a map in Lethal Company, what do you mean? Welcome back, RJ. I'm just grabbing some aetheryte, shards. Wait a minute. Where is the little jaguar come from? No! I needs it! I needs it! Alright. Back to the MSQ, we're out of ads. Ugh, a crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Okay, go that way. That general direction, sure. And the city looks so empty. Where is everybody? That's a big building. Kind of looks like a ramstick.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
I do like how, Wooklamats, kind of become kind of, like, suspicious and cynical.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
That's a big ask.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible.
Yep. Also, we figured out what we had to do.
Murdered our father.
Knock the regulator off his head.
Minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
Yep.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this, then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare.
Prepare as best you can.
That sounds like a threat.
It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
Odd line.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Nope, not happening. I won't yield on this either.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely.
Yes.
I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
We also just want a guide because we keep getting lost.
You're asking me, the queen, to show you around?
Yes.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
No bad.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Alright. Time to take a tour. Let's begin then, shall we? I say, I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call aetherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it's right here, I will show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me. The arcade? The what now? Me either, Thunder. What in the hell is this? This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. It's very big. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That's an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep. allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking, and they're also made from that strange metal, what's it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electro. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electrope can be used to convert lightning energy into those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can! Our vending machines do just that! The vending machines? What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it's possible to alter one's appearance. Did they just explain glamour? Did they just do glamour without glamour prisms? It's almost scary what you can do with electrope. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Yeah, that's what happened on your world, isn't it? This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah, yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. Why is she looking at me like that? Sus. Oh, this is where all the people are! Hello, people! You were not here before. This shop sells food. There are items on the counter. That's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Wook, you're in the way! You're in the way, Wook! Come on! I thought... Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons. Liquid-filled pouch. Long rectangular bar. Hexagon patterned bag. Black and yellow tin. Oh, we gotta go for the grapes, come on. The synthetic fruit pellets, they're our best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. Mine. No, it's mine. I don't care about the others. We're having the grape. Well, they're all very tempting. I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Oh, there was steak in a can? Steak in a can? Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we've had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. The grape are gonna taste terrible. Look, playing the Warrior of Light, I have to pick grape. It's technically a beef-chicken hybrid? This is a great chance to learn about the Alexandrian culture, Charlie. Let's dig in. Alright, here I go. Gonna taste terrible. Sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. Oh, okay. It's tender like chicken, but flavorful or flavorsome like ronek. The spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? It's interesting. Salad pass was or pace was a hard pass? It's always such a pleasure. Thanks for humoring me. This does take me back, though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliyollal first arrived. We endeavored to learn about one another and embraced our differences. Ah, right. What about you, Sveen? Aren't you having something to eat too? Sveen doesn't need to eat. I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Sveen doesn't need to eat. Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believes, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food is souls. Is it such a difficult question? Actually, yes, it is sometimes. I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. Ha! I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you don't need to laugh about it. That was a baby. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tell you or attend to personal matters. It's a visitation, to be precise, and I believe it will be educational for you as well. Will the two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you've seen enough here and we'll make our way. What's this quest? Oh my gods. What? Oh my gods. Oh my gods. You've got to be kidding me. Rowena? What? Oh well, what do we have here? I thought I knew all the prominent tradeswomen who passed through Solution 9. Come to sign a contract, I trust. You needn't fuss over the details. The arrangement is blissfully simple. You provide me with product, and I compensate you for said product with scripts. A woman of your expertise must surely recognize such a lucrative offer when they hear one. In truth, it was the Tyrelli who first introduced me to the many conveniences of trade with scripts, a system brought to them by a tradeswoman by the name of Rowena, but it's neither here nor there. You'll be well paid for your contributions with scripts, naturally, and your earnings can in turn be used to purchase any of our wares that strike your fancy. So what do you say? Splendid, simply splendid. Unless you worry, there will be no quotas to speak of. You'll need to make your deliveries when inspiration strikes. Here's to a most beautiful and profitable partnership. I very much look forward to doing business with you. Alright. I gotta see what's all the script shit. Mount! Mount! Ugh. This is what I need. How many books do I need? Or is it just like, are they just books now? Like, cause previously it was you had to buy a book. You had to buy like tokens, then buy a book, right? You didn't get them for scripts? Cause I need to spend purple scripts. I am capped. You just buy the books outright? Cool! Let's go! No, you had to buy, tokens in Endwalker. Alright, so it's 100. Gonna be 100. What's it look like? Oh, it's so cute! Yeah, you had to do the tokens in Endwalker. I actually kind of love the tackle gear. It's so... There's so many pockets. There's so many pockets! Right. So, Nova, how long until you get the mining gear here? Try that on... No. Save the outfit. Mining will be gotten after I finish MSQ. I thought you finished the MSQ! What do you mean? Chat, I'm very confused. Ready? Then let's head to the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I'd be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon. You've only just gotten the... Oh yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Where does it want me to go? This way? Okay. Air-wheeler dealer! No, I don't need the purple bicycle. I am okay. I have a purple dragon. I don't need a purple flying bike. You stopped many times. Well, between work and, like, just taking breaks and whatnot, yeah, I could see that. Why not both? No, because I also don't need to spend 7.5 billion on a bike. I only have almost 4 million. This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks to enjoy while you relax. I see. In Tuliolo, there's a similar establishment called Tea. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's hewn, which resembles some Tanawata, the tall, graceful Eldite, and the diminutive and affable Milala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors, thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. That's nice. If they served tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Turali dish, one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Oh. Yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tuliolo. Right, let's continue on. Oh, wrong way. Well, don't worry, Nova. You'll definitely finish before me. Because I'll be taking a break! And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left here, at Residential Radius 9-14. Residential Radius? That's right, come. The doors open automatically. Before we do that... Yoink! I like this person that chose to come over here and craft in the park. Who's this? This is the lobby, a common area for residents. I see. And what does that machine there do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be glad to assist. Is that so? I've no shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. They have laptops? Chat, they have laptops. And granite countertops. Alright, when are we getting apartments here? It's too good to not, like, Square is going to put apartments here eventually. This is the place. A mother and son live here. Just walk in uninvited. Unannounced. Fine. Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that all right? Of course, friend of the Queen's are friends of ours. Please make yourselves at home. How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Milos. Have you missed me? I like his pants. My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. Hello? Hi, coming from my RP character's backstory. Good to know. Great. Swap it out for water. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milo simply adores her, and he sometimes even manages to smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? Is there nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we're unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy, for your mother and for me. My thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought you should know all about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. Alright, chat. My tummy's kind of feeling icky. And I have been going pretty hard these past few days. So I think this is where we're gonna call it for today. I'm gonna get you guys over to somebody for the rest of the night. Good night, YouTube. Everybody say good night to the YouTube stream. Good night, YouTube. Goodbye.